Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I think I lost my voice a bit. So ultimate love, ultimate pandemonium, ultimate confusion, ultimate kasala. Like, I don't even think Big Brother gave us this number of content in 5 weeks. It's just been 7 days and it's been bars, bows, like everywhere, scatter. It's been crazy. The adrenaline rush has been intense. So let's just go straight to the point. But if it's your first time just joining this channel, please click on the subscribe button. It's an interactive page, so you watch, you comment, and just say your mind. You're free to say whatever it is you want. I think I did not talk about Nkechi the last time. So Nkechi is like a 29-year-old senior marketing executive. She's from Anambra State. She's very pretty. I think I talked about her. Yes, I did, but I didn't really go in depth. What's my view about Nkechi is, well, I mentioned something that she strikes me like an alagabangebe. I think that's chameleon in English. That's the Yoruba word. She's, she could be canny. She's a proper Igbo girl. She doesn't put her eggs in one basket. She just wants to weigh all her options properly. So that's what I think about Nkechi. They brought a new housemate on Friday. Yes, yeah, on Friday they brought a new housemate. So we have Precious. I don't even know how she came with the name Precious Talker. So we have Precious Talker. I think I don't even know her, to be honest. I did not read up on these people. I know we have Jerry. Jerry is an actor. For those of you who watch this African Magic series, it was on Osh as this Sanogo's friend. This song is 36, an actor, a fashion designer. We have Uche. Uche is a development economist. Uche is 28. I don't know where it's from, but it's from the East, obviously. We have Sylvia. I think Sylvia is an Igbo girl. She's a student and an entrepreneur. Sylvia is in her final year in the university. I don't know what she's looking for here. Like, how are you in your final year? Who allowed you to come out, to come on this? What are you looking for? I know that people get married at, some people get married pretty young, but times have changed. Why? It's your final year, finish up school, but she's here, so one might complain. So of course, so what happened all through the week? People trying to know themselves, some way more than others. I think initially Rosie was trying to know Kachi. All of a sudden, she became like chum with David. I started calling David a man, and I think there was this square thing, this situationship between Rosie, David, Nkechi, and Kachi, and it became a gossip galore. I know the day before, I think it was on Wednesday, Rosie was telling me, because I don't gossip, but you know me, I say things in people's face the way it is. But all of a sudden, we just saw her gossiping, and all of a sudden, AB became a gossip partner. Nkechi this, Nkechi is very cunning, and she's very selfish. She doesn't want to make up her mind. When you ask her, she'll tell you, I don't know, and this one, that one. She's leading Kachi on, she's leading Jay on. I don't know for her, unlike me. And she's very disrespectful, unlike me. When I'm talking to my man, David, and Kachi pulled me aside, I have to respect him and take permission and say, I want to go and talk to Kachi. And it was and I'm like, girl, you guys are not coupled up. David is not your husband. So which one is you taking permission? Why are you taking permission? Like, why? So just like Nkechi never left Rosie's mouth. And of course, Kachi would talk to Nkechi. After a while, we'll go to Rosie. Rosie said, oh, she likes Kachi, but Kachi is not sensitive to her feelings. Kachi doesn't show emotions, but David pays attention to details, is sensitive to her feelings. So she's actually drawn to David. And she kept calling David my man. So we have the Nkechi, the J and Kachi triangle. So where all of a sudden I don't even know where it came from. And Jay kept telling people that, oh, it's Nkechi I want. And I was talking to every other person apart from Nkechi. It's Nkechi I want. If on that day I don't couple up with Nkechi, I'm leaving this house. Nobody's gonna force me to do what I don't want to do. It's Nkechi or nobody else. Kachi is on that corner telling Nkechi, it's you I want. This one, that one. And I'm like, what's going on? After a while, Jay will call Nkechi, we talk to her and everything. Then on Val's Day, they had their Valentine dinner, and Jay was paired with Sylvia. He barely talked to Sylvia, the new girl, and he was all dancing with Nkechi, talking to Nkechi. After the dinner, he brought a gift from Nkechi. I think it's a perfume or something, and he said, I brought it from outside the house, and I told myself that I'm going to give it to the girl I like in this house, and he gave it to Nkechi, and Nkechi collected it that one day. Then we have the Michael, Jenny, and Cherry situation. So Louis was trying to like Teresa, But Teresa, they get about with IK, like I'm not going anywhere. And we had told Jennifer that, see, my first choice in this house is Teresa. You're my next. I don't have any other option. So, and after a while, Louis was like, you know, IK is my guy and Teresa is this. I'm not going to fight for it. And he came to Jenny. Then all of a sudden, Michael. So, Michael has gone around the house. Michael will talk to Jenny, sweet thing. He will talk to Sherry. After a while, it looked like Louis and Jenny became a thing. And somehow, Cherry wanted Jay, but Jay wanted Nkechi. Of course, Obie was going to, I'll come back to that one later. And so, Michael had no choice than to stay with Cherry. Even at that, he will still go and meet Sylvia. He will still go and meet Abby. Well, to be honest with you though, following the rules of the game, because the game says know as much people as you can know. So he was actually doing that. That's for Michael and all the girls in the house. I don't think there's, who didn't Michael go for? I think he wanted Bolanle, but he said Arnold is this guy, so he didn't go for Bolanle. We have the Bolanle and Arnold situation. Of course, I told you guys in the last video, Bolanle and Arnold, oh, that's my guy. And Bolanle was very, or not was, he's very territorial. So even everybody gave Arnold space. Nobody wanted to know Arnold. But I think Arnold likes a subservient woman, like very docile. When he tells you do this, you don't have to shout. So he had issues with Bolanle's, and Bolanle is really Baza Queen. Like Bolanle is a complete Baza Queen, if you know what I'm talking about. Like a complete one. This is like her mouth is never shutting up. When she's having a conversation, she's always interjecting. So I think they just had a lot of issues. So there was a day Arnold called and was like, oh, they need to talk, that I think you need to change your mannerism. And I like the fact that Bolanle stood her ground. Yes, I feel like Bolanle needs to reduce rubbish, but I also like the fact that Bolanle stood her ground. She said, I can't change myself, this is who I am. I can't change. Why should I can't change myself, this is who I am. No, this is me. I cannot change for you. And she was still doing that. The guy was just there. And the guy was trying to talk and she kept interjecting. Hey, but I'm saying she would interject. Even I was like, calm down, at least listen to him. So you know what to say. At one point, the guy was just like, you know what? And he walked away. That was very rude of him. He walked away rudely. But I think they know themselves, because after he walked away, she went to meet him and they started laughing. Unlike if you're walking from me, I would bone you away. But they still laughing. So I guess they know themselves properly. I don't know. They were just taking Panadol for their headache. So we have the Obie and Chris issue. So all of a sudden on Thursday, the next thing, Abby started crying. She cried on Friday. She cried to the point I started crying, honestly. I won't lie. Even I started crying. Like I was even crying with her, like, hey God, what's happening to my girl? He said he's not physically attracted to me. He said my emotion is a weakness. He cannot build an empire with me. Auntie, come and open the door. I want to leave this house. Auntie, come and open the door. I want to leave. I will turn my weakness to strength. I will turn my weakness to strength. Auntie, open the door. I want to go. And I'm like, I cried though. I was even cussing Obie, that oh rubbish. When she was talking, Chris was crying with her and said, don't cry, it's fine. Even me told me this morning he's not physically attracted to me. But at the end of the day, what's Akele called? Meaning he's a small boy. Like, you know, and I'm a beautiful girl, you know. I'm beautiful, so what Akele called? So you can't be crying. And they tried to like have a taxi, but I know we're pretty, we're there, we'll just ignore him and everything. And Abby said yes, we'll ignore him and everything. And you know, Obie tried to talk to Abby. After a while, Obie now said, no, you did not get it. After a while, Abby said, I will walk out for me, and she walked out on him. They called in a love coach, Jerome Yaovio. For those of you who used to watch NTA back then, it was that breakfast show on NTA. It used to be like the love coach. Jerome came, spoke to them, and he kept talking about Abby, talking about her and her weakness. He kept talking about her. Like, you see, Abby, everybody knows that this is her weakness, this one, that one. He grouped them into two and said some of them have this intimidating character and some of them are really chilled. He talks about different kind of love languages, words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, receiving of gifts, and blah, 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 blah. And I think that was the first time some of them even heard about it, because the first day they came, when we were asking them what's the love language, somebody said sleeping, somebody said calling my partner, you know, the kind of, they didn't know, just some of them just heard about that for the first time. After a while, by Saturday, Abby and Obie were already chom, and you know, Chris was upset that, you know, Abby sidelined her and went to start having something to do with Obie. And Abby too complained to Obie, can you imagine, Chris the verse, she dey vex say me I don't tell am I no be anybody friend though, me I not come here because God knows say I fast for this thing. According to Abby, she prayed and fasted on Thursday for Obi to become a man, and right now God has answered her prayers. Like, a lot of things are not in the physical, a lot of battles are not won in the physical, they are won in the spiritual. I know God has answered her prayer, so she's not there. Obi is a man, and how she's happy, how she's this, and Rosie too will come and like, yeah, so like my man David. Obi too will say like your man David, and you know it became like Obi and Abby, Rosie and David. But you know, from my own point of view, I just saw a disconnect with David. I felt like David would ignore Rosie in front of people, but when she's alone, he would come close to her. And when Precious came into the house, I heard Precious telling someone that, you know, she's known David for a while, though, you know, not much, but she's just known him briefly. They had their speed dates and everything. All of a sudden on Saturday, everything just scattered. Obi and Precious called David outside and was like, what game is David trying to play? And she's going to tell Rosie everything. And David was like, in fact, his first choice before Precious came into the house was Nkechi and not Rosie. And I'm like, see Rosie, oh, this is the same thing I've been saying. Auntie Rosie, calm down. Like, you know, you're a premium babe, hot cake, pretty, big bum, better boobs, see your color. You would let these guys chase you, because Nigerian men, they like wickedness. They like when they are being chased. Allow them chase you, don't chase them and everything. And you know, David kept, you know, throwing Rosie under the bus, how, you know, blah blah blah. It's even Nkechi was interested in and not Rosie. And Precious woke up in the morning and went to tell Rosie everything that David said. Rosie started crying. Of course, David had no explanation to give. Now, I like David, but that boy is a complete coward. Like when somebody accuses you of something, defend yourself. Oh, I said this shit, own your shit and stop trying to lie about it. And so, of course, we had the Precious, David and Rosie triangle, you know. And of this on Sunday, David slept. He couldn't even eat. I think he was very confused. The entire house was just like, what's going on? Of course, Louis and Jenny, those ones are there. Michael and Cherry and everything. All of a sudden, on Sunday evening, Auntie sent a message and was like, oh, pack your bags and, you know, put your bags because we're going to have a live checkout show. And I think it dawned on them that somebody might leave, and they just started praying. They were sick. You could see fear. Even the ones that said, if I don't couple it, I'm gonna go home. If I don't get this, I'm gonna go. They were all scared. They packed their bags. Some stayed reassuring themselves. And of course, I had to go out. I didn't really watch, but I've watched some clips, so I'm not going to give this analysis in full because whatever it is I do not know, I don't like to talk about it fully. So it was time for the live show, and they said they are going to call the people who paid, who chose their names as, you know, maybe number one. Of course, you know, they were supposed to pick out 3 names. So the ones who chose their names as number one, Auntie was going to call them and everything. So he called Michael and Cherry, and he called David and Presh, and David just walked out. Nothing, they didn't say anything to Rosie. And they called Nkechi and Jay. They called Bolanle and Arnold. They called Louis and Jenny. They called Obi and Abby. Then they left 6 people in the house. And Dakore told them they had 5 minutes to couple up with themselves. So I think those people were not chosen at all. And I was shocked that Rosie's name fell among those that have no partner. Like, I was like, see what, like, how did Rosie do this to herself? Like, how? Like, how? This is a premium babe. Like, she's not supposed to be there. And so Kachi held on to Rosie, and Jerry held on to Sylvia, and Uche did not even hold on to Chris. Chris did not hold on to Uche. I thought they were going to leave. I think after a while they paired themselves. They told everybody to come in and told them to choose their names. So this is what you know them as from today. So Michael and Cherry, Micheri, Chris and Uche, Chris Och, David and Presh David, too selfish, but they had to have their names together. NK and J, J Ketch, Sylvia and Jerry, Javia, Ike and Teresa, Ikrisa, Kachi and Rosie, Roxy, as in Kachi. I don't understand Kachi. Like, you need to their cardboard. They had cancelled and cancelled and cancelled. So not in tune with themselves. Obie and Abby, Obie, Louis and Jenny, J-Lo, and I'm still Jenny from the block. Then we have Bolale and Arnold, Bola, and that was how they paired themselves. And it was time for live nominations. You see this show, this show is hot. And the life nomination, you nominate yourselves in front of yourselves. Nobody is doing any yama yama. There's no need to pretend, no need to do anything. So this is how they nominated. Chris Och, Miss Cherry, that's Michael and Cherry, nominated Chris Och and Jevia. Chris Och nominated Presh David and Miss Cherry. Presh David nominated Chris Och and Obie. J. Ketch nominated Chris Och and Presh David. Jevia nominated Chris Och and Presh David. Ikressa nominated Jevia and Chris Och. Roxy nominated Presh David and Jevia. Obie nominated Jevia and Presh David. And you know, that was it. And Bolanle nominated Jevia and Chris Och. And all of a sudden, heartbreak. And I heard Precious saying that when they nominated Precious and David, Obie and AB were excited about it, that they enemies. So why would she, that Precious to her body day in body, like she's also, why would she be upset? And all of a sudden the house don't scatter, and the entire house started blaming David. You led Rosie on this on that one. David told Louis and some people that yeah, Precious was the first name he gave. When Obie started telling him, nominate me, I think that Obie is already feeling very confident. Nominate me, you led Rosie on this on that one, you're this, you're that. David called Obie aside and said no, he wrote Rosie's name, but Auntie wanted to write Rosie's name 3 times, wrote Rosie's name, but Auntie said he needed to put 2 other people's name. Like such a bloody lie. The guy started lying. He lied about everything. You know, I didn't watch it, so I cannot give you guys in-depth analysis. I'm just telling you based on the clips I watched. After a while, Rosie came out, and initially Rosie was even like, the producers have seen how emotional she is, so she's not going to blame David. Maybe they're just trying to do this to get on her, or maybe, you know, she was just trying to make excuses for David. But the entire house was on her side. Like, people actually, what even made me happy was to see his fellow guys chastising him. And what annoyed me was, okay, you've messed up. Yes, I messed up. What do you want to do? He kept on lying like such a bloody stupid liar. Why are you lying on live TV? He lied on top of Auntie head. He lied on top of producer head. At one point, Auntie wanted to come to the office and said, I did not choose anybody for anybody. I told you guys what you chose for yourself. And Rosie came and attacked David and was upset with him and called him out. After a while, Uche said he wants to leave the house. Auntie said Uche cannot leave. Like, she should have gone out during the live checkout show. That she has to check the rule book to see if he was going to leave. He said no, he has to leave. Oh, he doesn't want to be with Chris. And Chris was just there and everything, and he has to leave. And it was just a very yam pepper scatter emotional trauma, confusion, tornado show. And I don't know, for me, I kept saying that people should leave Precious and David. As much as yes, you're coming to find your life partner, it's a game show. We still need drama, but I think everybody wants Precious and David to be out. So I really don't know how it's going to go. So who are you guys actually voting for? Are you voting? So the 3 couples up for possible eviction: Jevia, that's Jerry and Sylvia; Presh David, that's Precious and David; and Chris Och, that's Chris and Uche. And I think Uche is angry with Bolanle about something. And Bolanle had something, and Bolanle didn't tell her. I don't even know what that is. Like I told you guys, I didn't know what. I'm so sorry. I'm just telling you guys based on the little clips I watched tonight. So guys, who are you voting? Do you agree with this couple? Do you think Nkechi chose well? Do you think Jia and Nkechi is a perfect couple? What do you think about Bolanle and Arnold? Who are you voting out? Who are you keeping? Please drop your comments on the page. And of course, subscribe, share the videos to your friends. But please make it very interactive. Let us know who you're supporting and who you do not support. Or you don't agree with my views, you're free. You're free to just disagree with anything it is I've said tonight. Everything you've heard today is strictly my views. So see you guys, and yeah, see you guys very soon. Very, very soon. Let's hope we have more drama. Me, I am here for drama. I just want to entertain and laugh. If they find a life partner, all well and good. If they don't find a life partner, all well and good. I just hope Rosie learns to make really good choices and step back a bit and not force herself on any man. I hope she would sit down, and this show would help us know that, babe, you're a freaking big deal. Sometimes you step back and let this man do the chasing. Alright guys, have a wonderful week. See you guys very, very soon.